Welcome back to the Santon Convention Centre, where we are, of course, broadcasting to you from the 10th BRICS Summit taking place here from today until Friday. And, of course, heads of states arriving. Vladimir Putin, we understand, will arrive tomorrow, but everybody else already here or just about to get here. And right now, we are focusing on the business forum that's going to be taking place here today. And this gives us, of course, also an opportunity to speak to a lot of the business leaders whom we always struggle to get through to. And one of them sitting here with me right now, Bob van Dijk, who is the CEO of Naspers. And as you know what they say, when Naspers sneezes, the rest of the JSE catches the flu. So welcome, Bob.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So Naspers, and this is, of course, the biggest company in Africa, as it were, through its various subsidiaries. And why are you here? You know, what sort of benefit does Naspers gain from being at BRICS?
Excellent question. And if you look at the kind of companies we operate and we invest in, most of them are actually in BRICS countries. So obviously South Africa is very important for us. That's where we come from originally. But China, India, Brazil, Russia are our main destinations for investment, and it's mainly because of the great opportunity. Those are countries where growth is strong, but also people are getting access to mobile phones and mobile internet, and that in the end create enormous opportunity, which is what we're going after.
And perhaps just for the benefit of our viewers this morning, Bob, talk to us about your portfolio, some of the companies under the Naspers banner.
Absolutely. So by now we are mainly an online company. So about 80% of our business comes from internet companies in various different sectors. So we are pretty big in e-commerce. So things in South Africa, for example, Takealot is probably well known. But also like second-hand goods trade like OLX is something we're excited about, where people have goods that they don't use anymore, which other people can use, and we allow them to make it easier for them to trade. But also social platforms like our investment in Tencent, which is primarily a social and gaming platform. We have a similar one in Russia called mail.ru. So internet is our primary area. We love it because we think we enable people to make their lives a little better. But we also have the business we were traditionally in, mainly our DSTV MultiChoice business, which I'm sure is well known in South Africa.
So being here at BRICS today, and you talk about Tencent, and the Tencent Naspers story is a very interesting one because it speaks to foresight in terms of when Naspers decided to buy into that particular stock. And if you just tell us a little bit more about that and where it stands today.
No, absolutely, and I think it's a big credit to sort of the people who were in the company about 20 years ago for seeing the opportunity that China really offered. So an immense population, but also very entrepreneurial country. I think we made a number of investments there that actually didn't work out. But then we were lucky enough to meet Pony Ma and his team, probably the most amazing founder team in the world. And they have built this incredible business in China, which hasn't only changed the online world, but also changing sort of the real world, where people are booking their doctor's appointments, booking their taxis, doing everything starting from their mobile phone. And I think it's huge credit to the Tencent team that has made all of this happen.
So what is MultiChoice, and especially in that particular segment of your portfolio, looking at when it comes to this particular summit, given that there has been quite a push here in South Africa for the market to be opened up and ending MultiChoice's monopoly, as it were?
Yeah, so for MultiChoice, I think the company has done well in South Africa. I think gives really good products to the people, but I think the way people consume TV is changing quite a bit, right? And maybe you use a streaming service like Showmax or Netflix already, but I think a lot of people want to watch what they want, where they want, and I think that's the change, that's the real change. And that's actually, interestingly, that's a global business, right? So Netflix is a global company, Amazon Prime is global, so I think the competition really is fierce, and it's coming from these global companies that offer their services literally everywhere, right? Netflix is the most valuable video service in the world. YouTube is the most used video service in the world. So I think that's really where the change is happening.
Did you come here with anything in particular on your shopping list?
No, well, I must say that I'm really excited about the South Africa e-commerce landscape. I think it started small, as it starts everywhere, but there's really a lot of momentum. I think a lot of opportunity for South Africa to embrace these online models that are becoming big everywhere. And I see great entrepreneurs in the market, and what we love to do is basically find people with a great idea, find them early and support them throughout. That's the Tencent story, but we think similar great stories can start from here.
Well, thanks so much for stopping by, and of course Bob van Dijk, who is the CEO of Naspers, and we'll be keeping a close eye on what's happening here as well, because it is of course a fantastic opportunity for many business people, 1,100 of them accredited for this BRICS summit, to actually do some networking, and we'll spy and we'll tell you if we see any interesting collaborations going on. But with that said, we're going to put you back now